Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview September 15th, 2015 on a Tuesday. How's it going, traders? Coming to you live from Thailand early in the morning. Well, it's about 8:30 a.m. in my time in the world. And cloudy skies, drizzling, looks like a rain day today. No beach, no gazebo. Looks like I'll be trading Forex all day on a week that is not the best week to be trading due to this FOMC, I was going to say nonsense, stuff. But we'll talk about that in just a minute. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, my name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you, I do record this in the Asia session, so you have plenty of time to watch the charts through the three trading sessions and see if my plan meets your plan, and maybe we have a good plan. So what I do is I look for opportunities and probabilities on my side to be successful in my trades, and by doing that, I look at fundamentals and technicals, being chart analysis, candlestick patterns, support and resistance, all that good stuff, to come up with a trade plan, a trade analysis, and then a trade plan. And, you know, we don't win every trade. If anybody ever tells you they win every trade, please run the other way. Don't even listen to them, okay? Because there's no way anybody's winning every trade, ever, ever, ever. Okay. Even Warren Buffett doesn't win every trade. All right. Let's get over to the risk disclaimer. We'll get enough about that stuff. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most of all, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, news and commentary. Let's look at how the markets closed. U.S. markets closed down. You know, what's going on now is, like, nobody's doing anything, right? Like, people, like, starting to, like, get concerned because now what we're seeing is that this FOMC announcement is now turning to the other side, saying that they're going to raise interest rates. And, you know, for the last 2 weeks, we've been hearing how, you know, it's 70% that there's no way they're going to raise rates in September. And now it's sort of turning to the other side. So now the markets are starting to react to it. And, you know, apparently they had a pretty big sell-off here. So the US 30 is negative 0.38%. The S&P 500 is negative 0.41%. And then the NASDAQ is negative 0.34%, with the small cap 2000 negative 0.64%. So, you know, we were expecting this, that we were going to get dollar weakness, and then when they raise hikes, of course, the dollar will go through the roof. My question is, what if they don't raise hikes, right? Because I think a lot of big hedge funders and people like that don't want them to raise interest rate hikes. And if they don't raise, how is the dollar going to respond, and how is the market going to respond? It's going to be very interesting. Unfortunately, I will not be in front of my charts. That is like 1 o'clock in the morning for me, so I will not be in front of my charts. Let's go over to the Eurozone and look at the DAX. The DAX closed positive barely at 0.08%. Everybody else was in the red. The FTSE 100 was negative 0.54%. The CAC 40 out of Paris was negative 0.67%. And the Eurostoxx 50 was negative 0.39%. All right, so let's take a look at Asia. Remember, these countries are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is up 1.42%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 0.86%. Wonder if that has anything to do with Prime Minister Abbott getting tossed out of office by his challenger Thunball yesterday evening. It's going to be interesting to watch the Aussie. The Shanghai is negative 1.76%. The Hang Seng is negative barely at 0.02%. And the Kospi is in the green barely at 0.05%. So that's what's going on with that. Let's take a look at the economic calendar. We do have data out throughout our trading day today. So let's just take a look at what we got. We had, well, it's just out, in fact. I missed this. The monetary policy meeting minutes are out. They were out about 20 minutes ago. So I don't know how that affected the Aussie. I don't think very much, to be honest with you. Looks like we got a lot of CPIs coming out. We got French HICP, that's medium impact. Wow, no high impact data. Okay, in the Eurozone, during the London session, we have the Great British Pound has CPI year on year and month on month coming out. High impact news data during the London session. Then, during London lunch, we have the German Zoo economic sentiment. That can definitely move the markets. So we could expect some movement there, maybe in the euro. And in the U.S. session, we have retail sales month on month, and then we have core retail sales month on month. Both of them high impact data. So keep an eye on your economic calendar. Looks like it's pretty important today that watch what's going on, folks. You never know. You don't want to get stung by the economic bee, So really keep an eye on that as we go through that. Commentary, I think price action is going to be very slow this week. I don't think we're going to see a lot. I would put your scalp hat on, scalp 10, 15 pips, and get that guy out of the market. I just don't see any moves. In fact, I see it getting worse as the week goes on. Even though we do have data coming out, during the days. But yesterday was absolutely horrible, and so I wouldn't be looking to do very much this week until this FOMC thing is over. I don't know, maybe 1 week we'll get a normal week, Before you know it, we'll be back to NFP week, 2 weeks away, right? All right, we're going to take a look at some charts. We're going to take a look at the euro dollar. These are 30-minute charts, traders. That means every single candlestick that you see on this chart is 30 minutes in duration. Okay, so this looks like at the beginning of Asia, this decided to take a downturn, which is great because I just want to sell the euro dollar. Don't know how long this is going to last, so I'd like to see a pullback up to this daily pivot point. Now, the reason is because we're coming into some major support. We got that yellow line, which is support, and we got the daily S1 and a 200 exponential moving average all at the same place. So I want to sell it at the daily pivot point. We're going to take profit at 12.75, and we'll enter at 13.22. So, I'm bearish in the euro. I know, I see these forecasts. I get emails all the time with these forecasts from these different brokers, and I have people saying that this is going all the way back up to, 14.75 and stuff like that. I just can't see it. But we'll see what happens. This FOMC meeting is going to be quite interesting. Here's the pound. The pound has been bullish. So my trade plan is we're in the spot. If you get a bullish candlestick formation, enter long, and we're going to get out at 54.63. I see no reason to have to wait for anything. I mean, it's closed above the daily pivot point. I'd probably wait for the next blue candle to close above the pivot, and then I would be long. Where's my stop? 8 pips under the last wick there below the daily pivot. I'm not going to risk a lot, especially this week. So I'll risk 8 pips, maybe 10, and see if we can get this thing back up. Maybe this will just bang back to the upside. Really dumped off on yesterday, didn't it? Really dumped. It's going to be quite an adventurous week this week, my friends, I have to say. I think it's going to be boring, to be honest with you. Here's the Aussie dollar, This is pretty interesting. This is fun. This is, a commodity pair, and I think China has a lot to do with this. And also, we don't cover the dollar CAD, and they're really oil dependent as far as trading goes. So they produce a lot of oil, and this oil crisis has really put Canada in a bad spot. But this Aussie dollar, it's been in an uptrend here, but I just don't know how long this little party's going to last. I just can't see it lasting very long. I think this is on the verge of a just tumble back down, and it's just going to take some dollar strength. So I'm like, well, you got the daily pivot point there, you got support at that yellow line, and when you take the trade, I don't know. I think it's gonna be very hard. You'd like to at least scale out at 0.7080. This doesn't look easy to me. I got to be honest with you, folks. I'm going to stay away from it, to be honest with you. I don't like this trade plan. I don't like where price action is. Who knows what's going to be said? Now the new Prime Minister of Australia is going to be wrapping his mouth today, so he will be on a microphone somewhere, just jabber-jawing away. So, I'm not. I don't know if I want to play with this today. It just seems too much. It just looks like too much of a risk for me. All right, let's take a look at our Euro Aussie. You can see this is definitely in a downtrend, so we need this to pull back. Now you can counter trend trade this on this pullback, but just realize on every single fib level you're going to get a fight. So I'll just wait. I don't care if I have to wait 7 hours to this to come back up to the 618 at 58.65 and then sell it. Or the 50%. The 50%, if you look left of the chart, has some quite significant price action, and we can sell it there at the 50% fib. But in that area, I would look to sell this. I'm not selling it here at support. I mean, we have our support line down there. I'm not looking to sell this here. That's for sure. This needs a pullback. It looks like a double bottom to me, or a triple bottom. I'm expecting. I'd love to see some weakening candlestick formations. Like maybe a hammer and a couple of dojis or something, and let this thing head back to the upside and give us our trade later. This entry is not going to be until late into London, probably New York. If London lunch into New York open, somewhere in there. It's going to take a while. This is not going to happen fast. Here's a Euro Yen. Euro Yen, has been bullish. It's in a great spot right at the moment. It's at the 136.27. It's above the daily pivot point, and I'm all right. You want to be bullish? Okay, let's go for the ride, and we'll just take this to the upside. So, it depends if we can get some euro weakness, and that means that the euro would need to decline. So we'll see how this works. My bias is bearish on this pair. I mean, my bias is bearish. Yeah, it had some up days and all that, but my bias is bearish. But you have to trade what's in front of you, folks, and always go to higher time frames or lower time frames and get some confirmation on, before you take these trades. And remember, please put your scalp hat on. Absolutely, make sure you have your scalp hat on. All right, let's head over to our last currency pair of the day, and that's New Zealand dollar. This was at resistance when I was taking this slide, which was a shame because this was an entry. But now we're coming up to this nasty support. So, and it's in a nasty range. I mean, look left of the chart. I mean, that's just a lot of Forex junk right there. So, we're bearish in the New Zealand dollar. I mean, just look at a daily chart. So if this gets below the pivot point, the 200 exponential moving average at 0.6315, I'll take it to our support zone at 0.6295, 62.95, and I'll take it down to there. Not a lot of pips, but it is what it is. But like I said, I'm only looking for 10, 15 pips today. I'm scalping. I'm not looking to stay in these trades long. And like I said, I think volatility is going to really slow down. I think we're going to have the next 2 days are going to be pretty boring until this data comes out. So that wraps up our 6 currency pairs. I know you probably didn't want to hear what I had to say because it wasn't very positive. And I probably don't sound very positive because, I love what I do. I love trading Forex, and I like being in trades, and I don't see opportunities here. I'm not seeing opportunities to get in these trades. I was in, just for a second, I'll tell you, I was in front of my live trading charts yesterday in New York session last night. It was about 10 o'clock at night, my time, Thailand time. which is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I was even looking like for some 4-hour trades, and I'll tell you what, I couldn't find anything close. Really, really nothing. So we'll see what happens. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilda, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, have a great trading day. Always remember to trade smart and not hard. Have a great trading day. Catch you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.